possible title decider coming up this weekend. Our championship leader, Rafa Kamara, takes a 28-point advantage coming into this weekend, and if he can extend that by 12 points this weekend, he could become the champion before we even reach the final round. But Nicholas Solov and Tim Tramnitz will have some pole position, and after the practice session earlier, drivers very keen to get out of pit lane. My name Chris McCarthy, and Piers Pryor was almost out of his seat there as drivers were a bit keen to get out of pit lane. Piers.
Yes, we'll be lasting a bit better towards the end of a flying lap. Pole position last year, a 1:33.93. We eclipsed that in practice this morning already. I expect potentially low 33s in this session.
Zagazzetta has been noted for that unsafe release, and that looked pretty slam dunk to me.
But let's have a look at this unsafe release again. It was a last-minute decision. Fair observation from the AX driver, James Headley there.
And it's 2 points if you get the Aramco pole position, and we watch Ugo Ugochukwu, fresh from a first podium at Spa last weekend, taking us down the hill and up.
It's going to be our first idea of how these drivers are going to line up in this session. Leon top, beaten by Badouer, beating Badouer, and Ugochukwu provisionally top at this stage. We've got a lot of improvements. Kamara, man here, our championship leader. Where does this put Kamara? Top for now, but not by the margin we saw in practice.
Well, it's Stromstead, wasn't it? Gone P3, Tappinen to P4. Time deleted for Rafa Kamara. Well, he's done track limits and he's dropped all the way down behind Christian Ho. You can see it to the bottom left of screen. He is currently behind Christian Ho. He's done track limits at turn 4.
I'm so much younger still, everyone.
Clearly not happy with the car, but that will have contributed to him running wide at the exit of turn 4. And the fact that he ran wide at the exit of turn 4 and has complained over the team radio about understeer, and is still the time, barring the fact that it's got deleted, was well within spitting distance of Stromstead, his teammate at the front of the field, will actually give him, I think, or hopefully will give him a bit of confidence that you gain from being behind other cars like the likes of Monza sometimes at Spa. We saw cars queuing up to get a toe off each other at Spa, not this weekend. They're all looking for space with 30 cars around this 4.3 kilometre circuit. In theory, 146 metres each to play with.
Out the final corner, they've gone in the gap, they've got the track to themselves, and Campos Racing have gone quickest out from Mariboya P1, Solov P4, Tessanapol intro.
The pits as we start to see that traffic jam that we have come to expect.
At this.
Look who's come around the outside. That's a Trident driver.
That's Stromstead.
Stromstead's going to have an absolute winner if he can get through on all the drivers here. Yeah, he's going to have a nice run through that final corner.
Now where's Kamara? Because look at him, he's holding back. Over the line he goes. Let's see, it's changing out front because Brando Badouer for Prema has gone to the top, but Rafa Kamara slower through the first sector as Noel Leon slower through the first sector. How is he recovered? Charlie Wirtz has gone purple through the second sector, and Charlie Wirtz has gone to provisional pole position. But there's still loads of times coming in here. Ugo Ugochukwu has got the toe and has got a front row.
We now go for the Campos Trio's second run. Boyer, the one that was provisionally fastest after the first runs, looking like that this offset strategy.
Pole position, yes it will, over the line by 0.08 of a second. Intra Puvazak goes to 8th. What about Solomon? Prepare for some changes here, and it could be led by Ugochukwu and Badouer, who goes up to P5. Tramnitz into the top 10. Benavides now into the top 10 as well. So he middle section, the Campos drivers preparing for a lap. Oh, as Gerard G goes onto the front row of the grid. The high-tech driver, where on earth did that come from?
Last year, as Niall comes over the line and goes third. Good lap. Look how close it is at the front of the field. Top, Tappinen.
Tuukka Tappinen goes to pole position, the flying Finn. What a time by 1,000th of a second. This season, will 4 become 5? Rafa Kamara to the start finish line, and in position for Rafa Kamara, or will it? Oh, 8,000ths of a second back was Mariboya.
In the final sector that we didn't see.
Oh, we are. Unfortunately, we are the last. Pole position. Well done, mate. Well done. Yes! Hey! Oh my God! Oh, glory!
But the likes of Mary Boyer will have something to say about that. That was the best qualifying I think we've had all season. It had a bit of everything to it, didn't it? Rafa Kamara taking pole position by 0.08 of a second of Marigachuku, Badouer, well done to him. Giusti, Wharton, front row going in 21st place to Minguez, Voisin, Ho, Zagazeta, Lacorte, Del Pino, Sharp.